As leaders of our community, we have to remember that having dumb, stupid arguments, I like to call arguments stupid, especially when we're quarreling over menial things, over things that really, in the grand scheme of things, don't matter. It's time for us to cut that out because not only the two people involved look crazy, it also makes other people who's looking at us look crazy. 2 Timothy chapter 2, verse 23, I'm reading from the NIV. It says, "Don't have anything to do with foolish and stupid arguments because you know they produce quarrels. And quarrels divide people. And as a world, as a nation, we already have enough division. It's not time for us to cause even further division, especially those who have been called to teach, preach, mentor, serve in any capacity. The world's looking at us. And they're like, if they see us engaging in foolish and stupid arguments, how does that encourage them to come toward the light? They're better off, they'll say, hey, I'm better off in this darkness. I'm better off doing what I've been doing. Look what they have going on. Look how silly they look. Look how stupid they look. And one thing that I've noticed is when you look at something such as an argument and you look at it as it being stupid, it kills the energy of the argument. It kills your want or your desire to continue engaging in it. When you really think about it, a lot of the arguments that we have in our life, they're pretty stupid. They're over some really small things that either we could look past, we can give grace, we can forgive. We don't have to continually dig up old things. We don't have to continually revisit things over and over and over again. If we're having to do that over and over and over again, it's time to evaluate the relationship. Is it a relationship that is beneficial? Is it causing me to grow? Is it encouraging? Is it supportive? Or is it not? Time is something that we don't get back. In the example that 2 Timothy is talking about, he's talking about false teachers. Sometimes we as teachers or as leaders, all of us are teachers and leaders in some capacity. We are to be examples to other people. So what example are we leading right now? What example are we giving people based upon our own behavior? We can only be accountable and we can only be responsible for our own behavior. And my question to you is, what example are we showing the world? The world's watching. They're wondering, who is this Jesus you believe in? How are we showing them him? How are we showing the light in us if we're engaging in stupid arguments, in quarrels, and dividing people and making people question the very thing that we are stating as truth? It is true. But what does it look like to them if we're engaging in these debates and quarrels and divisions and all these types of things? It looks foolish, to be quite frank. It looks foolish. And I don't know about you. I'm not trying to look like a fool. I want to look like what God wants me to look like to the world. I want to look like him to them. When they see me, I don't want them to see Joseph Hogue III. I want them to see Jesus. I want them to see the light in me. And the only way that they can see the light is if there isn't any interruption in the display of what God wants to put on in our lives. And it's on us. Let's keep showing that light, y'all. I'm encouraging you. Keep showing that light. Don't engage in these foolish and stupid arguments because it's a waste of time. And we already wasted enough time. So let's not waste any more. Let's get on our job and do what it is that God has called us to do.